educational, nutritional. I will always say that one. what kind what kind of support are we talking about? Please chip in and let's hear your voices.
Why don't we let V? Are you there? So let's do ladies first now, so that
yes,
I can. So ladies first, as always.
I'm trying to put my thoughts together. Okay, for support, I
Evelyn.
can readily. Hello.
Yes, I'm welcoming Evelyn.
Okay, for support, I could readily think of like she has already mentioned. We have the physical support, we have the emotional support, and we also have, I think, the financial support.
That
Because
strikes a
they
chord.
financial support, because having a person with disability could sometimes require a lot of resources. So that's why I think then, like you've mentioned, nutritional support also. Those are the things that just came to my mind now. Maybe I should leave Michael to continue and
Thank you, V. Thank you, V. That's like IJ said, the financial support part, actually strikes a very huge chord, for I think for everybody. But I would really want to take a very how do you look at it, a more holistic look at the whole thing, support,
Yes.
and especially for neurodivergent people or people with disabilities or special people, as you like,
Yes.
So for me, I wanting to take that wholesome look at it. Um, the next thing that comes to my mind is, so which comes first, the chicken or the egg now? So which of these cares, which of these cares really is, how do you put it now, on a scale, which comes first, and I think that's where that's where Ijoma would probably help guide us, because I mean she's the expert, but I would say, yeah, first,
Hi.
I think that space for, hello, welcome everybody, emotional support, that emotional support part of it for me, I think really really sticks out first, because I I have a my neighbor my neighbor my neighbor's child,
Yeah.
great kid, Sato, fantastic young man. Yeah, he's autistic, and he in when I first moved into the apartment, it was something for me. It was something for me. I don't want to say what actually happened, but I didn't know whether to be scared of the kid or to be, I didn't know what to, because I'd never really been faced with someone directly as such with autism.
And
You
Michael,
understand?
that reminds me,
Yes,
the lady actually contacted me.
she did. Because I
Yeah.
insisted. I kept telling her, look, talk to IJ, talk to IJ. I just got you. Talk to IJ. Yeah, okay. That it's good to know that she did, that she spoke to you. Good to know. Aha. So he is my case study right now. So that's emotional, because when he goes about his thing, he could just start to yell. He could just start to he could just he literally spat at my face one time.
Yeah.
He was very aggressive initially when I just first moved in. But now, 2 years down the line, 3 years down the line, oh, he comes to me and says, big hug. you know,
Oh
big hug.
yeah, that's so
Yeah,
lovely.
yeah. You understand what I mean? And then he's hungry and he comes to me and he says, "Eat your food, eat your
Are
food."
you
So
for real?
now
That's
with
so cute.
yes. So now we can communicate. You understand? We can, and it took for us to just love him as
Yes, acceptance. Oh, you.
used to people living living with autism, for a lot of people who are not used to people with down, whatever it is, the disability, So I think that emotional part of it is
Yeah.
really, really key. Yes, it's really, really key because a lot of people are not used to it. A lot of people
Mm-hmm.
don't understand it. It's overwhelming, not just for the parents, but even for the people around. Even for the people around, not just for the parents. So that emotional part sticks out for me. And then, of course, like V said, the financial part of it, because it's interesting. It can be very, how do you put it
Demanding.
now?
Yeah.
Yes, it can be financially, because same way I said Sato is going to be Sato has been out of school for a little bit now, so
Yeah, the
everybody's
mom
trying to do
told me.
something. Yes. So there's a place I used to go walking, Ajayi Akpata. If you're Ajayi
Yeah.
Akpata, they have
Yes, now
fantastic. So
behind my fence.
fantastic. So I would walk from my estate, so, and I would walk into Ajayi Akpata, just walk. I and the Narotim is a few friends who I'll probably invite soon.
Yeah.
We there's a school there. It's run by the Catholic Church.
It's
And
No, not remember. I can't remember the
I
name.
forgot the name.
Yeah, but they
Some
have a
for
reverend father. Yeah, I know.
something. Yes, they have a Reverend Father. Yeah. Great. So you see, we noticed it and we just instinctively went in. And why we went in was we're excited. We thought to ourselves, oh, I mean, this is missionary run. So ideally it will be subsidized.
Yes.
I mean, it can be, it can be expensive. I mean, it's church, it can be expensive. But when we got there, lo and behold,
It is
they're still talking a
expensive.
year over 4 million.
It's not the church that owns Sito. I don't know if it's the church, but the story I heard is that the lady came from Europe and wanted to establish a school. So I know the
Okay.
people that set it up. They actually called me at some point to kind of be a support, but you know how Niger things are. Are we moving? Are we not moving? Yeah, but it's not a Catholic owned.
Okay.
It's just that the lady is a Catholic and
Oh,
probably had access to a
but
place.
they have a Reverend Father right there. They
Yes,
have,
yes,
like sisters. I mean, so okay. Well, regardless, but that's the thing. So we were excited when we saw it. We thought, oh, because we thought it was Catholic run, So
yes.
we went in there. We were making the inquiries, and when we found out, wow, it's not cheap. It's not.
It's
I
not
mean, it's not.
affordable. Yeah.
You know. So that part really also is phenomenal. It's something to talk about. So the emotional care, the financial care, because regardless how emotional you are about the child or the person, when you cannot do anything about their immediate condition apart from showing love, it becomes a problem. Yeah. So, and then next us to another very which I am passionate about, and I'm sure IJ, nutrition, because at the end of the day, like after I talked about the big hug, the next thing I talked about was Sato saying to me,
When
eat your
he's
food.
hungry, yeah.
He's a foodie. He likes his food. So, once Sato has internet and has food, he's fine.
Yeah.
He's great. He's not going to worry you. Yeah. So nutrition, and then I think that's this nutritional part is IJ really it's part of the reasons why I'm on this call, and I will always be on this call because you know, um, it's huge.
Hey,
It's huge,
Mary. No,
it's
just keep
huge, and I
talking.
know that. Yeah, it's huge, and I know that in a little bit, we will just get to learn from you lots of things regarding that because I'm sure that there are things that trigger some nerves or some reactions and things, you know. And if people knew better,
Yeah.
they'll probably avoid those things. Yeah. So for let me just stop at those for now. I think those three just stick out, apart
Yes.
from a lot of a range of other cares that also will be necessary. You know. So that's my submission for now. Those three for me stick out for now.
Yeah.
You know, and then, yeah, yeah. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks so much, Michael. You kind of just cracked it like an egg. Okay, let's welcome Mary, pretty me. You remember yesterday, Vicky? She was here, but she didn't come up. Mary, how now? What's up?
Welcome.
Hey, Mary. Welcome,
Hi.
Mary.
Sorry, I'm fine. I've been busy. That's why.
Okay,
Just so
Yeah.
hungry. Like, yeah.
okay,
Welcome.
How are you
welcome.
doing longest time? I'm
In
okay.
fact,
I saw.
I see you are shining, so there's no point asking you how you're doing. I see you. Okay, let me just do a quick introduction. Mary,
Okay.
please follow everybody on this live, and then let us also follow Mary.
Okay.
Mary, Michael, for the sake of, and even Vicky. Mary was a real estate guru when she was in Nigeria. So
For real.
yes,
Yes.
I'm saying this because Michael is also a real estate, master. This one is not even guru. If there's
Hey,
something bigger than master.
Okay.
And
I'm excited.
and Vicky,
Are they in UK or Nigeria?
no, Michael is in Nigeria,
No, I'm still in Nigeria for now.
but
Oh,
his customers are UK customers. On
wow.
the other hand, Vicky is in the UK and
Global,
her
global.
customers are international customers. Vicky is also doing real estate on the side, but her real estate is like
I
international real
love it.
estate. She has properties in Dubai.
Uh-huh.
In
Oh, okay.
in case you have a buyer, so
Buyers, yes.
no darling. If you have properties to
First is the link.
sell,
First is the link ups, and then everything happens after.
that's why
I'm
I'm doing
excited
this.
to
That's why
know.
I'm doing this introduction.
I follow you guys already.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've already
I
followed
have
you.
as well.
I have followed.
Yes.
Okay.
I have as well.
I
Thank
am
you.
doing this
I have as
introduction
well.
so that even outside here, if you need to meet up and do stuff, I mean, that's why they say your network is your net worth. You never can
Yes,
tell
yeah.
where anything can come. So, Mary, even as you are here, you can continue doing business with Michael. He's like on ground and doing stuff. Like, I mean, stuff. When I say stuff, Mary, you need to connect. I'm telling you,
Okay.
seriously.
Thank you.
Michael is moving mountains. Hey, I don't know how to
Oh,
do this
I
clapping yet.
tried.
Okay, so tonight we are discussing supporting individuals with disabilities. Wow, this is like a big one. Like, disability is a big word in the sense that it has physical, it has mental, it has psychological, it has all sorts of disabilities. But the one that is, readily visible are the physical disabilities. But some people like us are focusing on those that are not readily visible. And when they are not readily visible, it kind of increases one step ahead, in the sense that, like what we were discussing 2 days ago, that a lot of people, we were asking that what is usually your first impression when you see a child with autism. So Vicky was saying that her impression personally is maybe surprised that the child is not, meeting up with their age expectations. But I was telling her that there are people that their first impression is maybe disgust. Some even feel that they are children that are spoiled. Some even assume that they are children that are possessed. Some assume that they are children that even up till 2024 2025, a theory is still saying that children have autism because their parents were cold. So all these are things that people think when they see all these people that do not have visible disabilities. I have seen a video posted by a parent that the child was having tantrums because normally, I don't know if it's by design, these children are always so handsome and so pretty. This girl was so pretty, so handsome, and the mom made this nice hair for her and she was having tantrums. And you can't believe people were saying it's because of the braids. Some people will say, if I am your mother, I would have done this. If Oliver, thank you. You won't believe the kind of statements people were making about that child. And this is all because by looking at this child physically, Monica, thank you. By looking at this child physically, you won't see nothing. There is nothing to indicate that they are having challenges. So now you cannot begin to put together the kind of support you will give somebody that is speech impaired to the kind of support you will give somebody that is on wheelchair. For somebody on wheelchair, you will be talking about how do I improve accessibility in terms of building racks in staircase, in terms of making sure, like I'm now talking from the aspect of a teacher, which I am a trained teacher. So by the, in terms of maybe bringing them to stay in front of the class, in terms of making sure they are comfortable in their wheelchairs. But when you are talking about somebody who probably perceives their environment differently, meaning that they are out there, the noise they hear, every other person can't hear them. Like they see things that others do not see, they hear things the others do not hear, they feel things the way that others do not feel. For instance, if you come into a mall, all you see is a woman carrying a bag, a child scoffing a bag of chips, all that. But for these children, sometimes they feel like they are overwhelmed. All of those things can just jumble up and be wildly, rotating and, so overwhelming for them. So how do you begin to help such a child? Are you going to now start changing the world for them? Or are you going to, what will you do? So at this point, V has identified like different areas of support. She talks about financial, emotional, nutritional, and Michael has also like expatiated using a scenario of a child whose needs were basically just, met by providing him something to keep him going and maybe a gadget and food. So now the point we are making tonight is these supports are as different as the needs are different. There are people who all they need is accessibility. You can see someone who's on wheelchair but doing wonders, like genius, doing wonders. So what we have to start first is, let us even differentiate disabilities. So we have said some disabilities are visible and some disabilities are not visible. So tonight, let us focus on disabilities that are not visible, meaning you can't immediately tell that they have disability. And Michael has somehow delved into it because that is what we already have in common, and that is what something he's like really passionate about. So when we are talking about disabilities that are not visible, we are also talking about support that may not also be visible. So what is that support that may not also be visible? We are talking about support that are internal. We are looking at internal refurbishment, internal restoration, internal repairs, which unfortunately is still being considered as irrelevant by some school of thought. But tonight we are saying, come on, look at this. Imagine that you have like a building, for instance. The only thing you see in a child that has an invisible disability is the outside of the building. A lot can be going on the inside and you will not know. Let me give you an example. This afternoon, I was outside the garden with my son, and the doors and windows were closed. And my youngest child was inside jumping and screaming. You know, he's a one-man squad. He can play like 7 people and he's alone. So he was just doing that. And I was just, it just occurred to me that, look, everyone is in their houses. Like all of these houses are just here. Everyone is in their own homes. And nobody knows what is going on each of these houses. I said, look at the amount of noise my son is making. We could see him through the conservatory, but we couldn't hear a thing. So that is exactly how you should consider children that are suffering inside. You could see a child so dressed up, looking so handsome, looking so almost like he's so perfect. But believe me, a lot is going on in this side. Good evening, strong mom. How are you? Good to see you. So that is what I kind of, envisage when I see these children with hidden disabilities. So that's what we are saying tonight, that these children with hidden disabilities may have so much going on the inside. Taking, for instance, this afternoon, the kind of noise my son was making, and nothing was being heard outside. And then a lot is happening, and then all we see is a child, and then people want to judge, people want to say whatever they want to say. Oh my goodness, I read those comments that somebody will say, don't you know how to do back slap? Another will say, I don't know the kind of patience you have, but if it were me, that child would have collected, or how do they say, woto woto. People were just making all sorts of comments. Seriously, I mean it. Just jolly. Thank you. Thank you, strong moms. Bimma.
Yes, ma'am.
Longest time.
Yes, the longest time.
Good to see you. You are doing so well. You are doing so well, well. I give it to you. Well done.
I'm trying small. I'm not doing so well, though.
You started your business. Where is your business? I want to patronize you.
Please patronize us. So
where do you stay now?
For now, I have honey and liquid soap.
Where do you stay now?
Lagos, still Lagos.
Can you make like a gallon of honey? A gallon of liquid soap?
Sure.
I mean like 25 liters.
Well, if you want 100 liters, I'll make for you.
Where do you stay in Lagos? Which side of Lagos?
I stay at Ikotu.
Oh, Ikotu is very far, Dima.
Where do you stay?
Shangote,
Shungo, but I do delivering, no. But I don't know if my delivering guy can carry on to that. I do delivering.
Anyway,
Shangote is not that far from me like that now.
I better sit down, it's far. I know Ikotu, I know where.
When it comes to business, it's
don't worry, far. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
So everyone, Dima is a resilient mom with a child with cerebral palsy. Based on our story, the child was born neurotypical, and they went to a church, and then the pastor was shaking the child, and then something just went wrong, and the baby from there has become has cerebral palsy like presentations. So apparently something went wrong in the neuronal system. And today, Dima is alone with her son and her daughter. Miracle was taken away. You've not even told us the story of Miracle. If you are comfortable, maybe you tell us at some point.
Yeah, I didn't just feel like talking about it online.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
So,
but I talk about it like in somebody, maybe in your inbox. I could tell you, but I don't
okay,
want to talk about it online.
okay, that's fine. So everyone, Chidima has been struggling with her son and her daughter. In fact, she's doing so well. Not doing so well that she doesn't need your support, but I mean, she is resilient. She is carrying it with grace. So please follow her. And Dima, please follow everybody on this life. Let us just encourage each other and keep growing. Can be growing as a team. Together we grow. Put your heart me up if you haven't put for the day. So Dima, um everyone on
Yeah,
this
me.
life, yes, we are all here sharing the same insights on supporting people with disabilities. But today, just I'm trying to get your name again.
Is it just?
No, the this other lady, I want to get her name again. Just Jolly, you're welcome to our live program. Just Jolly, can you say hello? Okay, maybe when you can. I just followed you. Oh, thank you. So we are talking about supporting people with all right, supporting people with invisible disability now. So we are saying that their inside might be boiling, things might be happening, but people outside may not see it. So in that situation, we have narrowed it down. We have talked about several ways of supporting, and then we are talking about the invisible uh, uh, disabilities. So, Dima, are there things you can chip in about supporting people with the invisible disabilities? Okay, we have broken it down. Okay, we have broken it down and say there are people that immediately you see them, you know that they have disabilities. Okay, for instance, your son. Hmm? So, but there are people that
Yes.
when you see them, you will think that nothing is wrong. Talking about maybe autistic children and neurodivergent people, for instance. So we are now asking, what are your insights on what are the possible ways? I know you won't be telling us your own because your own is visible, but what, in your opinion, what are the possible ways you can just support anybody that has invisible disabilities?
That my place is a little noisy. Let me just. That's why I'm muting and unmuting.
Yes, I understand.
And for me, I like that one of my friend like that, her child is autistic.
Yeah.
If you didn't come close to her, you wouldn't even know the
Yes.
child have autistic.
Yes.
So most people misunderstand the child as stubborn.
Mm-hmm.
And she started, sometimes she will have to like explain that the boy is not stubborn, he's autistic, and most people don't even know what autistic is.
Yes.
So for me, I just believe it's just understanding them the way they are. Also about
Exactly.
understanding. But not
Yes.
here in Nigeria. I said that my friend, the only thing that her neighbor was always telling her is to take the boy for
Are
deliverance.
you for real?
That's the only thing they used to tell her, that the boy has spiritual problem. So for me, it's just support. It's just supporting
Yeah, for
them.
those that understand.
and you're just supporting them. And another thing about this autistic thing,
Yeah.
you see, cerebral palsy is obvious. When you see a child with cerebral palsy, you could know. I have a child currently, an autistic child currently in my that should be about 10 to 11 years.
Yes.
Currently roaming around the streets.
Are
As
you
the
serious?
tag, the parents tag her as mad, that she's mad.
Mary, are you serious? And the
Like
parents actually
they
let.
actually chased her out of the house at the
Oh
age
my
of 8.
goodness. Oh my
They
goodness.
say she have mental problem.
You see what we are saying? So if you perceive that your child has mental problem, the best solution is to chase her out of the house.
They chased her to be running on the street as a mad person, or that she's mad. Know how you abandon a mad person on the streets. So now people will say, they don't see adults mad person, but they never see pikin way mad. See this one now, this one is real. Not knowing that child is just autistic.
Oh
Each time I
God.
see that girl, I used to feel for her. Sometimes I wish there is something I can do for her.
Where is she? Which side of Lagos? Is it in your
Yeah,
side?
she got two here, but my former area, yes, she got two here.
Hey,
If you see her, she's just roaming like a mad person, like normal mad person. That's how she's just roaming on the streets.
do people know her parents? Thank you, Mary. Thank
Yes,
you.
now people know her parents.
And nothing is done. Like, oh my God.
Like, if you know that, to the extent that I saw her one day, she entered somebody's shop. Maybe she's begging, person carry
She's
cane and
hungry.
chased her away. Person carry cane and say, "This mad girl, come out from my shop, Jerry." Imagine.
Huh. Thank you, Mary. Thank you so much.
It's so sad. This is so sad.
The topic we are discussing is really sad. Oh my goodness. A child with autism was termed to be mad, to be insane, and is on the streets. If you can just get us the information, Dima, maybe of the life, like behind the scene. Let me ask if there is anybody that can go and help her. Oh my
No
goodness.
problem. I will just try and see. If anytime I go to that area, I'll ask after her, because she's always she have never left that area, because that's her area where she knows. She just roaming the streets, enter market. You know, and that's natural how somebody that is insane is doing. Sleep on the streets. That child
And
is
you
really
can
going
imagine,
through a lot.
even if the only thing that's crossing my mind is assault.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, it's something else. It's something else really, because you know why it hurts on a special level for me is because I have a girl child, and to tell you the truth, is the biggest fear of everyone with a child with special needs. What will happen to my child when I'm not there? Haley, thank you. Steve Meek, thank you so much. The biggest fear of every mother with a special child is what will happen to my child when I am no longer there. Because believe me, even your own mother would not, even if your mother would agree to do it, you would feel like this is not something you want to make your mother do. You understand? You will feel like this is not something you would want to make your sister do. So, on a very large scale, it's almost like saying you are on your own. And this is like the biggest fear of every parent. But what makes this one worse is that, well, Dima, you might not be so sure if the parents are still alive, especially the mom, especially the mother. And if the mother is alive, does she even know that there is something called autism? Does the woman even know the condition her child is? Yes, Mary, I try to be online 9 p.m. UK time, as many evenings as I can. And you usually join me on my morning exercise. Yes, you used to join me when I take 1 hour walk in the park. That is when we used to talk a lot. But this night time, I try to go online by 9 p.m. UK time. So if you can always join me. But in the morning, I don't know when I go to work. I can just wake up by 6 and take a walk. I can just wake up by 9 and take a walk. So that's fine. If you want something consistent, this evening is more consistent, but during the day, you can catch me anytime when I'm taking my walk in the park. Sorry guys, I'm answering somebody's question on YouTube. So the thing now, yes,
I just wanted to chip this in.
yes,
Still on the issue of care for,
yes,
let's even generalize both physical and non-physical,
yes,
but paying more attention to the non-physical. I think the care or the act of caring can only start when we
yes,
first of all
yes,
identify. You see,
yes,
yeah, because now Mary was able, or rather is able, to identify the issue with this child we're talking about. And from all that she said, I think we should take home or take out of this discourse at this level. So it's important to first of all identify what it is that is wrong with these people, or not wrong, or that could be the challenge with these people. And when we identify them, we are able to position to support them in whatever way, be it financial, be it nutritional, or otherwise.
yes.
So identification is key. Identification is key. And well done, Mary, for at least being able to identify that this child. And then I think, like, a charge more for you. Let's, like Ijoma has said, let's try to find a way to now care, because that's why we're talking about this. So if we can identify, or understand where the child is, and then we now look at how we can start to,
if we know where the child is, we know the parents, we can at least just inform the parents that this is what is happening.
This, at least for starters, yes.
Like Michael said, identify. You understand? It will help them to even identify what the problem. But do you know, I just have to say this, that as much as we encourage parents to support their children, it is not a job for the faint-hearted. Dima, you have to agree with me on this one. Every day is like this. It's like a sword is piercing your soul. And you have to do that again and again and again. Like when they say God's grace is new every morning, I will say the challenges of children with special needs are new every morning. Yes, we have to do something, Mary. We have to do something. I will send out SOS. So supporting a child with special needs is hard, but I can't imagine it to seeing the same child walking the streets like a lunatic. So it's about choosing which one to do. Do you choose to keep the child, find help, or do you choose to continuously be tormented with the fact that the child is just roaming the street there? You don't even know what is happening to that child every night. Oh my goodness. It's painful either way. It is painful either way, but I think this other one is more painful, like leaving the child out there. So if it's something we can at least identify who she is. I have people in Lagos that at least we can at least even just let her know that this is what is happening. And then even if it means supporting her to bring the child back home, you understand? Say, okay, we can at least offer you something you can be using to take care of her so that she can stay with you. Do you get the ma? Okay, I understand you're not continuously on, but if you can hear me, this is my suggestion that if the parents are still there, we should find who they are. Yes. Yes, Mary, we need the right people, but there is no child that is not better off with their parents. So sometimes some parents can opt for this because they can't afford to keep the child. That's the side I was going to. I meant that if the parents let the child go because they feel they can't support the child, there is, I am saying this because of the society, the peculiar place whereby there are not many support system. So if it was here, maybe you say you take the child to an institution, a respite or somewhere, and put the child in an institution. But here, there is even no institution. Even if there is an institution, you will pay through your nose, which I don't think the parents can still even afford. So the best thing that I would do is to find the parents, make the child stay with the parents, and then be supporting the parents to be able to support the child.
But
Yes, Mary,
that's the
that
best
is true.
solution. Like, what do you like? I'm thinking I might be wrong for a parent to be, to be. I'm trying to choose my words.
No, yeah.
But for a parents to be, to have the heart to actually throw out a child of less than 10,
Yeah.
due to no fault of hers, I actually think taking the child back to the same parent, do you think it's a good option? I don't know.
I get you. I get you. I get you, V, but we know our society. We know our society. Where do you think that child can be taken to? There's no place. There's actually no place.
Maybe there's a home or something, I don't know. Or maybe people that can support, I don't know. But even if she's going to be taken back to the parents, such parents are, I won't
are
put
not worthy.
it past
Yeah,
them.
I
They can
understand.
do anything to her, like, I don't know. Not sure.
We have had cases where, look, this thing is not easy. I am not justifying anything, but as I am sitting here right now this night, Vicky, like 1/60 of what I'm about to say now. This task is not easy. This task is not for the faint-hearted. It will try you, it will push you, it will squeeze you. Your patience will run thin and dry and disappear and burn to ashes until nothing is left. It will drive you. In fact, if there's anything like wall, it will nail you to the wall. People say when you push people to the wall. No. Having children with autism, severe autism, will push you to the wall and nail you to that wall. I am telling you this because that is the truth. So some people are not cut out for that. Forget that thing they say, they don't give you something that you cannot carry. I personally, I would take that with a pinch of salt. All right, Mary. Some people are not cut out with that. We have had awareness programs where we see parents like chain their children in the house. Chain that child, like use chain and be giving the child food like an animal. Yes, people say, oh, wicked, this. It's not wonderful. But there are ways, there are things that these children will push you. That I am sure many parents actually would even consider unaliving their children. I know a woman that said she was actually praying that the child will be unalived. And I'm very sure people will be in their house and be like, oh my goodness, that is bad. You ain't seen nothing, people. You ain't seen nothing. These children would drive you to hell and force you to come back. They'll drive you to the hell, but they will force you to come back and relive the experience over and over and over again. So what that parent needs, but what I really doubt seriously, is if that child's mother is alive. I think Dima is in a better position to give us the clearer picture of things. Okay, Mary, yes, of course. If you have children that are neurotypical, they should use their brain to work things out. But we are talking about children who barely even grasp their environment. They don't even know. They can't assess situation and take the right action. Oh, okay, I understand. So, my dear people, in this situation now, Michael, you've been quiet. What's up?
No, I'm just trying to wrap my head around all of it. It's interesting. It's interesting.
It's very, very interesting. And you remember when we talked about a village?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. You see the need.
Exactly.
You see the need. It's there. It's glaring. It is OIJ.
Because what will happen in that village is that mothers will be each other's keepers.
Yes.
It's not just about...
That village just answers this. That village just answers, or rather just sort of like creates a solution.
A big solution. It's not just a small solution, a very big solution.
Wholesome solution. Because in case, fine, now V brought up a very peculiar angle. She says, that's all of us going emotional and saying, oh, we find the mother or find the parents. But V was like, are you sure that those parents are even worthy of reassessing
Yes.
this child. Because
Yeah.
if an individual in his right or her right senses, I don't think they're in their right senses regardless, but let's say they are in their right senses,
Yeah.
how can you let a child less than 10 years go, even if they are crazy? I mean, or mad, or
Yeah, even
whatever
if
word you want
really
to.
they are
Even if,
insane.
yes, they are raving mad. I mean, how do you allow your child, and then you see the child every day roaming? Because she says that the child. Anyways, let's not even dwell on this child. But the thing is that peculiar angle that V brought up is
Yes.
very crucial.
Yes,
So the
very.
village now creates a solution even for this kind of situation. Why? Because we can now extract from the regular society that is naturally naive
Yes.
and therefore hostile or therefore not caring
Okay.
to a society that has people that understand and
All
can
right,
now
Mary.
care
Yeah.
and can now care. So I mean, it's glaring the need for such
Yeah.
interventions. Yes.
So for those wondering, like I said, Michael is a realtor. So we were discussing about creating a village. Greg, you're welcome to the discussion. Sorry that I was listening to the other discussion. Thank you for your kind words. So Michael is a realtor, and we were just talking about creating a village where parents and families with special needs children are just living in their own environment. Like, it will be like an estate, yes, and in that estate the criteria for living there is that you have a child with special needs. So while you are there, if I step out of my house and see someone's child screaming or running on the street, it's not going to irritate me because I know exactly what is going on. I will be empathic instead of irritated. So, and what it does help to do is that even when you're overwhelmed as a parent, other parents will lend you their own strength. And for the mother of this child, in that space, we won't just be talking about this child, we would also be looking at support for that parent. That was what took me down the lane of talking about how excruciatingly difficult it can be to keep these children. So if there is like that kind of environment, even the parents need help. In this case, those parents need help. They are extremely overwhelmed. They didn't understand what was going on. They couldn't fight the fight because this whole thing is a fight. You will fight yourself, you will fight your spouse, you will fight the immediate family, you will fight the extended family, you will fight the neighbors, you will fight everybody in the church, you will fight the marketplace, you will fight at the mall. It's a continuous battle. If you are not fighting to get your child accepted, you are fighting to get your way. You are fighting to just let them know that this is not what they think it is. And unfortunately, a lot of people will never ever get to know. You're not going to make everyone understand. When I was in Nigeria, I actually do road show. Michael, you're witness to that.
Yes, so we march for is it for us autism now?
Yes, we go to road show.
Walk Awake Autism. Walk Awake Autism. I mean, that's it.
Yes,
Yes,
that's the name.
I remember.
We
Yes,
carry
I
megaphone.
remember.
We carry
Uh huh.
megaphone. We carry music
Yes.
in a truck,
Yes.
and we march on the road.
Yes.
I get permission from
And we
road
sensitize
safety.
placards, everything.
Yes, placards, music,
Mm-hmm.
and we sensitize.
Everything.
So people get to know.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know, and you don't blame them. Because myself, I never got to know until he knocked at my door. So anybody who doesn't know, I do not blame. Until he knocks at your door, it will be like, what are they talking about? What's wrong with that one? Why is he behaving like that? So I don't blame people. I don't blame nobody. So those parents actually need support themselves. It's not just that child that needs support. The parents also need support. Mary, the child is someone that was seen roaming the streets around age 8. She's just 8 years old or thereabouts, but is already roaming the streets, and it's apparently not schizophrenia or whatever they feel might be the case. Someone who knows already has some conviction that the child is not merely autistic, is not just merely. Someone who has the knowledge suspects that is autism, not necessarily insanity. So, but the parents had left the child. Oh, thank you, V. V, where are you? Thank you. So the point we are making tonight is the support is, now we have identified that even the support of people with disability is not just only targeted to the person that is having the disability. You have to also support those that are offering the immediate support, the carers, especially those identified as unpaid carers. Unpaid carers are doing so much work that at the end of the day, they are even more drained than the person they are supporting. Mary, yeah, yes. I don't think I don't think that's why they kicked her out. Maybe they can't afford, but because they don't know how to help her. They don't know how to help her. They possibly don't even know what is wrong with her. Greg, I'm in the UK. I don't know why you're asking me to come to UK. I'm in the UK, Greg. But I'm not coming to Wales. So, my dear people, now the discussion has shifted from supporting the people with disabilities to supporting those that are supporting people with disabilities. What's your point? What inputs do you have, V? V, say something. You know you always make strong sense, and then you go behind and be analyzing things.
Okay, nice points raised so far. Nice discourse. Um, supporting people with supporting people with disabilities,
Yeah.
carers. It reminds me actually of my project topic, the psychological effect of caring for a spouse with dementia. So it's like,
I remember.
yeah, you can remember. I was like,
I
you know,
remember.
it's most times people don't actually consider the carers, what they go through. Sometimes even when the carer wants to, complain, people go like, oh, you're not the one bearing the bonds. People don't empathize as much with these carers, and sometimes they literally, like, they are the ones bearing the brunt of the whole thing, and it's the weight is so much on them that it's I could go on and on. Like I said, it's a topic I wrote for my project. So I think people beyond the person being cared for, the carer is a very important person in the whole mix. Like
Yes.
they go through so much. Like they go through so much. Sometimes, in some cases, they even go through more than the person they are caring for, and it takes a whole toll on them psychologically, physically, even socially, because you know it makes them they're not able to go to where they want to go to.
Yeah.
Like you have someone, you have an autistic child. Like it's not everybody that understands.
Yes.
Even people that understand, when the child starts acting up, some people give you some glances. Like nobody likes being stared at, really.
Yes.
Some people will be looking at you as if you just dropped out from the moon or something. Then different issues, and it's a lot actually. It sort of makes them isolated. The places they want to go to, they can't go. What they want to do, they can't do. Sometimes it might even affect their goals and vision in life, because the kind of businesses, work they want to do, they might not be able to do
Tell
it
me
without the
about
proper support.
it. Shout
Without the
it
proper
from the
support.
rooftop.
They can't socialize. They can't. If there are people that like socializing, they can't go out. They can't. They're like stuck.
Mm-hmm.
Like their whole life revolves around the person they are caring for, but very few people actually see them. Like I said, let me just stop, because
No, no, no,
it's a topic.
please.
It's a topic I wrote on, and it's something I am very passionate about. I could get emotional about it, and it's most people don't understand. Most people don't see them. Most people don't understand what they go through. Most people just feel, okay, you're just caring. Why are you complaining? Why are you like, what's happening? Why the sub story and all? But these people actually, some people actually give up their whole life, their whole
Exactly.
ambition, their whole
It
existence.
just changes your trajectory for life.
Exactly, like everything changes, like everything revolves around the person you're caring for. You just like you build your life around them. It's actually a lot.
But you remember when I wanted to write my thesis, and then there's always underpin this, and then I'm like, there was something I asked. I wanted to. There was that poster assignment that we were given to do, and then I was asking about writing on autism, and the teacher was like, it is not relevant enough.
Whoa.
It is not relevant. So, and I'm like, if you believe that there are not enough people living with autism for it to be a topic of discussion, believe me that if autism touches one person in a family, it has touched everybody in that family. It has touched all the extended family, the grandmas, the grandpas, the siblings, the cousins. It has touched all the neighbors. It has touched everyone in their class. It has touched everyone in the school they attend. It has touched everyone in the church they attend. Because you could be doing the most, attentive thing, and this child is screaming. Tell me it doesn't bother you. You could be in a neighborhood and it's time to sleep. Everywhere is quiet and people are getting to sleep, and this child is screaming. It could be very, time to concentrate at school studying, and this child is running around. Maybe the therapist is chasing him or her along the corridor, and tell me it doesn't affect you. And someone sits there and says, it is not yet of public health relevance. And when I put up my argument, she said, Just make sure you underpin it. I know you know what I'm talking about.
I think I can guess.
So, what I'm saying here is that everyone who is out there may, but most likely may not, appreciate the enormity of the challenges. Like you said, it changes the trajectory of everyone around them. Mary, let me read what you're saying. And also, science is really good for learning. Basically, everyone needs to learn science. Science is good. Scientists can actually work out experiments for people to actually look at. Okay? Oh, thank you so much, Mary. I'm just trying to understand what they actually need to learn because basically science. Okay, okay. And stuff. It's actually about something that people need to learn. Oh, thank you, Mary. I talk about health. Unfortunately, I don't know if a lot of people find it interesting, but yeah, thank you. You are always here for me, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So, what the point I'm making here is, people believe that it is not as relevant because we are not having like a, just because they are not somehow admitted in the hospital, they are not lying down somewhere, or they are counting how many fatalities, because as it is, it's not like a disease that can just come and kill someone. Even if you see that people who are autistic um, are unalived, you would understand that it is usually as a result of comorbidities or other things, maybe rough life as a result of their poor concept of danger, or any other thing like that, or obesity, health related challenges which can happen to anyone. So just because of that, I refuse that someone sits down somewhere and begin to say how irrelevant it is to the public that people should do research around mental health challenges, because this is very profound. On a very good day, mental health challenge, we could be referring to an adult, but in this case, these are basically children. These are basically people who normally should be enjoying the best part of their life, but they don't even know what enjoyment is. They don't even have the concept of how to make good use of this stage of their life where they ought to, explore, enjoy, just be happy. And it's painful that many of these children are actually suffering. And the suffering is so bad because a very good number of them still cannot even tell you how they are suffering. Very good number of them can't even verbalize their feelings. And that inability to verbalize can also lead to even more problems.
IJ,
Yeah,
I mean, a lot has been said,
yeah,
and however, I think that even from here, you see, what I think what we're doing here is really healthy, because you see, we're already caring for the people who care,
yeah,
and because we care, and we're caring for each other. We're trying to first of all highlight the importance of what it is we do or we're
yes,
doing,
yes,
and yes, and match it with the relevance and importance that it
yes,
presents. Yes, and I want to also, how do you put it, push that we continue to look at the solutions on a broader spectrum, such as looking at like what we talked about, creating an ecosystem that is all encompassing, such that
Yes.
the person or persons with the disabilities or challenges and the people who care for them, who are by proxy also in conditions themselves,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
you
Tell me
know,
about it.
yes, are able to jointly be serenaded. You understand? Such
Yeah.
that, yeah, I mean, just closing my eyes and thinking about that ecosystem is a breath of fresh air,
Mm.
and is something that we collectively have to start to again. I'm happy I'm on this call again. I
Yeah.
mean, tonight I'm going to sleep in another, yes, because my mind is blazing. My mind is blazing. It's something. It's a narrative. I think we have to kickstart again and start to push as much as we can to see that, who knows, great things start from small beginnings. We could just be
And
the
you know
ones
what I'm saying,
that will start
Michael?
it.
It mustn't even be a whole estate. It can just be, a house, like 10 houses surrounding each
Together.
other.
Yes, like a
Let's
mini
let's
estate.
use it like a
It's an
pilot.
ecosystem.
Let's use it
An
like a pilot.
ecosystem. A
Yes.
pilot, yes. Yes, just an ecosystem. Just an ecosystem. It's achievable. Somewhere calm, somewhere serene.
Uh-huh.
And then we
Have a
let's just
park
keep
in the
talking about this,
middle,
please.
have a mall, have a school,
Yes.
have a clinic.
Like you said, grow the vegetables, have the
Uh-huh.
houses, have each
Each
house
house has a
has
garden at the back
a
of the
garden.
house, enough to grow
Yes.
food, organic food.
Yes.
Then there is
Yes.
a simple structure that has the mall on the floor, the hospital in the middle, and probably something on top. Just a
Very
model.
importantly, where people, you talked about where people can actually, where the caregivers can get care too. I know you mentioned something, I forgot what you call that place, where they can go and relax when they're
Yes.
overwhelmed.
Yeah, respite.
The respite. God bless you. Boom. Yes, the respite. Never will forget again the respite. That because that's a needed place right now. I yes, that's the needed place, because
Thank you,
even if we
baby.
didn't have even if we didn't have all that, everything together, but that
Yes.
respite is available, then people can go, people can go there, because the guys living with the issues, with the challenges, have the challenges. But I think it's
Exactly.
even worse for people who don't have the challenges and having to live with people who do.
Yes.
That is traumatic, for the lack of another word. It is traumatic.
That's
And
why I told you
that
that these things will
getting
push
away
you
is
to the
necessary.
wall and nail you there. Use
Yeah,
screwdriver.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
When you talk
yeah.
about challenges pushing you to the wall, this one will push you to the wall, nail you to the wall, and screw you to the wall.
Screw you right there. Oh.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, tonight has been very, very impactful for me. It's been, emotionally juggling. I will still follow up to know where that child is, and I will still follow up to seek for possible support that we can get around her place, because we are setting up a foundation in Nigeria. We were looking at supporting parents who go to a neuropsychiatric hospital but cannot afford to pay for medication. So that way we are starting to like subsidize medications for those who go. It doesn't mean we were not aware that there are people who don't even know and don't even go. Like before I left home, what a friend of mine was doing is that she would actually just buy food stuff and we take it there. So when we take it there, the social work department are the people who know those who need it most. So they will share the food stuff and give out to those that actually need it most. So we were looking at going that line, giving them money to subsidize medication for those who need it most, because a lot of parents, the children will start making progress, but they won't have money to sustain the medication. So, but something like this is more of a community concern. It's a community issue. And there's no point saying, oh, everybody, can't you see? No, that time has passed. People have moved on. It's no longer what it used to be. We have lost that cultural background. So what we need to do is to start creating an environment that supports people like this, which that village is the only solution. Because as far as that child is concerned, everybody will just be like, oh, see this child, oh my God, who left this child? As they are talking, they are moving on. And they are going their own way, and the child continues to suffer. So, but if you have a good environment created to support such an individual, you will see that even if she wants to be outside, because a lot of them actually just wants outdoor, that even if that child wants to be outdoor, there is actually still a support in that outdoor life, because the whole environment is created to support him or her. And you won't be talking about what will happen to him or her out there, because everyone in that environment is aware and are working towards protecting every individual in that environment, both physically, emotionally, nutritionally. Michael, don't laugh at me. I have to talk about it.
Otherwise, I'm laughing already, Otherwise.
Everybody's main goal is to make sure that everybody in this ecosystem is nutritionally, physically, emotionally healthy.
Yes. And otherwise.
And every other. So, Michael, I think it's going to be like a milestone for you if you can work with us on this initiative. It's going to be a huge one.
I think this is a clown call. V, I know you're there. I forgotten her name now. The other lady as well. Maybe
Okay.
everybody. Yeah. I mean, let's at least talk about it. It all starts from this. Yes, let's keep talking about. Let's keep the conversation going. Let's keep the narrative going, and we keep shaping this idea.
Thank you,
and
baby.
it will form. It will form.
Yeah.
We are going to get it done. From the real estate angle, it's a go. It's green, and we will get it done.
Yeah.
And we'll get it done. I'm already having many ideas again, so we'll talk later.
Yeah. All right. Colors and Style, thank you for joining us. Oh, Mary, you're back. We were actually thinking of rounding up, because tonight has been mind-blowing. Tonight has been mind-blowing. This revelation, what do I say, report by is it Powerful Mom TV? Dimma. It was such a startling one, because it would be difficult to actually believe that a parent should let such a young child out of the house. I know, but life has taught me to see things from all angles. It's not easy keeping these children inside the house. That's all I can say. It's not easy. It is he who wears the shoes that knows where it pinches. And it's not just about people telling you are strong. It's not just about people admiring you. It is about what are you passing through. It is about what is going on when the chips are down, when you go to bed, when every other person is sleeping. What is your child doing? What are you doing with your child? What is happening between you and your child? So, I am this kind of person that wants to look at things from every angle. Life has taught me that when you see one phase of something, don't jump into conclusion. There's a possibility. Do you know that some women actually get to the point that they also lose their own sanity? And you think this child is outside there and everybody like, oh, the parents. It's possible the mom is even already also lost her own sanity. There are parents that with these special children that if you see them on the road, they will be talking to themselves. I know a friend of mine that was already at the edge like this, but by grace, she had to come back. A lot of these women lose their sanity. A lot of them are undergoing depression. And I'm sure whoever sees that child is only seeing an abandoned child. That's the point I'm making. You may not see an insane mother too. A frustrated, brutalized, mentally and psychologically brutalized parent. But this is the reality. You will not see it because he's not there. She's not also there walking around. So you won't see that part. That's why I say, if you see a child like this, there is 122% chances that the parents also need help. Because nobody in their right mind would do that. Even if you think they are actually in their right mind, they are not. They also need help. So, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a lovely evening. Thank you everyone who is here, who has been here. V.
I'm here.
Yeah. Colors and Style, Michael. Please, Colors and Style, please follow everyone. Follow everyone on the program. Please, let's keep growing one another. And please, guys, follow Colors and Style. Give us your heart. Give us your heartbeat so that we continue to show support to one another. So we will convene again. If you're chanced, we want to be doing this every evening by 9 p.m. and when we discuss as much as we can, we go to bed because sleep is important. I feel I'm not getting enough sleep. Vicky, what do you think? Good night, lovely people. Love you all. Love you, Mary. I am so grateful for everyone of you.
Good night.
Good night. Good night. See you tomorrow. Night. Bye, Mary. Bye. Thank you.